There is a silence in the deep woods of the north that is not peaceful. It is heavy. It is watching you. Imagine the cold. Not the cold of a winter morning, but a primordial, ancient cold that burns your skin like fire. It freezes the moisture in your breath before it even leaves your lips. The snow is waist deep. The nearest town is 100 miles away. You are alone. You are lost. And then the hunger sets in. Hunger is a primal force. It is the body's alarm system screaming for survival. It can make a civilized man do unthinkable things. It can strip away your humanity, layer by layer, until only a hollow shell remains. But in the ancient folklore of the Algonquin peoples, that hunger has a name, it has a shape, and it carries a curse that is far worse than death. Welcome to the frozen wilderness. Tonight, we do not just tell a ghost story. We investigate a creature born from the darkest taboo of mankind, the spirit of lonely places, the Wendigo. What does a Wendigo look like? If you picture a beast with a deer's skull and antlers, you are thinking of Hollywood. The true legend is far more disturbing because it is vaguely human. According to the legends passed down by the Cree and Ojibwe tribes, the Wendigo is the embodiment of emaciation. Imagine a human frame stretched to an impossible height, maybe 10 feet tall. Its skin is pulled so tight over its bones that it looks like a walking skeleton that has just crawled out of a grave. Its complexion is the ash gray of death. Its eyes are pushed deep into their sockets, glowing like burning embers in the abyss. It gives off a foul odor, the scent of decomposition and wet earth. But the most horrific detail lies in its mouth. Its lips are tattered and bloody, or entirely missing. Legend says it has eaten its own lips in its constant, agonizing hunger. It is a monster that is literally consuming itself. And no matter how much it eats, it never grows full. It only grows larger, and its hunger grows with it. It is an eternal purgatory of craving. But a Wendigo is not born. It is made. This is the true tragedy of the legend. Before it was a monster, it was a man, a hunter, a trapper, a father. The transformation begins with isolation. Imagine you are trapped in a cabin, buried under 10 feet of snow. The supplies are gone. Your family is weakening. Days turn into weeks. The hunger begins to gnaw at your mind like a parasite. You look at your companions, and the line between friend and food begins to blur. The folklore states that the moment a human resorts to cannibalism, the ultimate tabutha ice enters their heart. The spirit of the Wendigo possesses them. The humanity is pushed out, replaced by a cold, insatiable void. The person you were dies, and the monster takes the wheel. This is not just a campfire story designed to scare children. In the historical records of Canada, there are documented cases that chill the blood. The most famous is the case of Swift Runner. It was the winter of 1878. Swift Runner was a Cree trapper, a man well respected, known for his gentle nature. But that winter was harsh. He and his family, his wife, 6 children, his mother and his brother were isolated deep in the wilderness. In the spring, Swift Runner walked into a Catholic mission. He claimed his family had died of starvation. But the priests noticed something strange. Swift Runner did not look like a starving man. He weighed nearly 200 pounds. He was healthy, well-fed, and strong. Suspicion grew. Police forced him to lead them back to his camp. What they found was a nightmare. The camp was a slaughterhouse. Bones were scattered everywhere, cracked open to suck out the marrow. There were cooking pots filled with human fat. He hadn't just survived, he had feasted. Swift Runner had eaten his entire family. During his trial, he claimed the Wendigo Psychosis had taken him. He said a spirit told him to kill. He said he saw his children not as humans, but as young moose to be hunted. In 1879, he was hanged, the first man legally executed for a crime attributed to a monster. But if there are monsters, there must be hunters. And this leads us to the tragic story of Jack Fiddler. Jack Fiddler was an Ojibwe shaman and chief. He claimed to have defeated 14 Wendigos in his lifetime. To his people, he was a hero, a protector who stopped the curse from spreading. When someone in the tribe began to show signs of the Wendigo sickness, vomiting ice, fearing sunlight, craving flesh, Fiddler would perform a ritual to kill the spirit before it could fully take over. However, in 1907, the Canadian government arrested Fiddler and his brother for murder. They had killed a woman who was on the verge of turning into a Wendigo. To the Western law, it was murder. To Fiddler, it was an act of mercy and defense. The clash of cultures was devastating. Jack Fiddler, realizing he would die in a cage far from his forests, walked out into the woods during a break in the trial and ended his own life. With him died the secrets of the Wendigo hunters. Today, the woods are quieter, but the fear remains. The Wendigo is said to be an apex predator. It moves faster than the wind, silent as falling snow. But its most dangerous weapon is its voice. Legend says the Wendigo can mimic human voices perfectly. It uses this to lure prey out of safety. Imagine sitting in your cabin, safe behind a locked door. The storm is raging, and from the darkness of the woods, you hear a voice. Not a roar, but a cry for help. You hear your child's voice, or your mother, or a lost friend calling your name. Help me, I'm cold. Let me in. It plays with its prey. It wants you to open the door. It wants you to step out into the cold. It represents the cold indifference of nature. It does not hate you. It is just hungry. Why does this legend persist? Perhaps because the Wendigo is more than a monster. It is a mirror. It reflects the darkest parts of human nature: greed, selfishness, and the beast that awakens when we are pushed to the brink of survival. So, here is a question for you. Do you believe the Wendigo is a physical creature hiding in the unmapped forests? Or is it a metaphor for cabin fever and the madness that sleeps inside all of us, waiting for the right winter to wake up? So, if you ever find yourself deep in the northern woods, and the silence becomes too heavy, do not whistle at night. And if you hear your name called from the darkness, don't look back. Thank you for venturing into the cold with me. If you survived this story, hit the like button and subscribe to keep the fire burning against the darkness. Stay warm, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next nightmare.